Welcome back to another episode of the Will Hill Show. Today I got another one of my comedic homies, Billy. Billy, tell the people who you are.
Billy Dodaro, just trying to tell jokes.
How long you been doing comedy?
2.5 years. March, I think it was March 29th of 2019 I started.
Dude, I don't know the exact day.
How do you not?
I don't
It's
know.
either 27th or 29th for me, but
Dude, because it was one of the things I was contemplating for a long time.
same
to
with
do.
me.
And I just went and did it. So I guess at the time I didn't recognize the significance of it.
Yeah.
So it was just, to me it was just another Monday.
You start up here at Riddles?
Yeah, I did. It was just another Monday. So now it's something I do every day.
Yep.
I'm like, fuck. When did I really start this?
It becomes an addiction. At least for me, man.
I heard it described as we get our superpowers from the labs.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was like, yo,
Yep.
goddamn, that's
Yep.
the best way to describe the shit. Because if people didn't laugh, I wouldn't.
Yeah, what's the point, right? Go up there looking like an idiot.
Curtis got to sneeze. He holding that shit. That shit look like it hurt. Do you remember? I ask every comic this. Do you remember your first joke?
I still tell it.
What is it? You mind telling?
Actually, it's what got me played off at Laugh Factory. You want the whole joke? I mean, it ain't
which
long.
one is it?
About my dad wanting to get a dog.
Fuck it. Go ahead. I mean,
talk
if you
about-
don't mind.
No, yeah. I set it up with him having been a cop, so my mom could take a beating. And he retired. Fox News did to our parents' generation what they thought MTV would do to ours. He wanted to get a dog, but wasn't sure what kind to get. So I go through, English Bulldog. He said no, because I got bad teeth and you got to walk them on the wrong side of the street. Chihuahuas are a bunch of drug dealing, rapist, murderers. Taking all the good American dogs' jobs. And he said he wanted a German Shepherd because no matter what command you give them, they'll always obey, even if it means gassing millions of women and children. So, yeah, that was the first one I wrote. And then the first one I wrote that I was really proud of is my September 11th joke.
Dude, I love that joke.
That's
we have you tell it. We put it on the Patreon. We can get a
Giving
whole
shit away
bit
for
away.
free.
Y'all want to hear that? It's
Come
9/11 joke.
Yeah, you got
subscribe to the Patreon. It's $1. Y'all get to hit a good
You got
joke.
2 weeks left to come see me tell it because I can only tell it this month. So
What? Who would you say is your comedic inspirations?
so many. I think I don't know, my probably all-time favorite is Doug Stanhope and Patrice O'Neill.
Oh yeah.
Stylistically, I think I lean towards more like Anthony Jeselnik.
Yeah, dude, that's my man.
Yeah, he's
My best friend put me on him, and I'm not gonna lie, because Anthony Jeselnik does dark humor, the absolute best at it right now.
Yeah.
And at first, it was just jarring. I'm like, what? Wait a minute, what is this? But then I guess my comedic mind got to listen, and I was like, bro,
You figure it out and
that's
it's
genius.
It's so structurally perfect, and they're short, they're quick, and
Right, all
they're
of them.
actual
Bow,
jokes.
bow,
It's a setup
bow.
punch.
Yeah. I was just talking to some younger comics. It's weird to say that because year and a half.
Yeah,
I'm still
who are we?
Right. But some newer comics, and they was talking about different styles of comedy. I'm like, yeah, it's nice to know those things, but just find your voice.
Do you? I'm still trying to figure that out.
I don't know, when do you do? We was talking a little bit off camera about when did you consider yourself a comedian?
I don't even know if I do now.
So what would it take? What's the threshold?
So this is all I do. Literally, this is the only reason I leave the house for the most part. I mean, if I get up and get dressed, it's a win. But,
Success.
right? I got dressed today. I'm wearing flip-flops and socks. That's kind of half a win, I guess. But you support yourself on it, maybe. I mean, I think the first step where I patted myself on the back was the first time I got paid. I think that's a big step.
Dude, so I'm great at talking myself into situations that I shouldn't be in. So the first time I had it was a private event. I got paid for a private event. It was my first time ever
doing stand-up at a private event?
First time doing stand-up in front of people.
Jesus.
So like, no,
That's
I did the open
terrifying.
mic. I did the open mic. I was doing open mics.
Right.
And so I was telling people at my job, yeah, you know, I'm trying comedy. I'm doing comedy. Ooh. The guy was like, oh yeah, I know some comics. I know Baldhead and them. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. He's like, hey, so-and-so retiring. You gonna do some time at his retirement event? I'm like, hey, look, hey, I know I say I'm a comic.
Yeah.
But look, I'm trying it, bro. I'm trying to figure out, like, no, you good, I pay you and everything. So I ain't gonna say no to money. So I'm like, all right, bet, I'm gonna go. And it couldn't have been like the worst thing the world could have do because it snowed. Me trying to get it was one of them when it was bad. Like,
Yeah.
The plows wasn't even out because it was coming down so hard. You know, the plows try to wait until it stops snowing. So I'm trying to get to this show. Everybody got there, so it was a packed room for this dude retirement, and like I'm just like, what the fuck did I sign up for?
How much time did you do?
And I did like 10 minutes. Yeah, and I didn't have no real jokes.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that's
at that point, I didn't have a joke. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
That was mine.
right.
I was just talking.
going up there.
So I went up there and like, so I kind of had an idea on how to structure a joke. So I had my opening joke and that was it. And like, they didn't give me a time limit. I was just up there, right?
That's
and
scary.
so when I kind of felt like I was losing the crowd, I was like, all right, y'all, I'm Will Hill.
And I think like a situation like that, people, they don't understand, like, 5, 10, 15 minute,
Yeah.
half hour sets. They probably expected you up there, half the night.
Nah, I mean, he paid me up front, so.
Yeah, take your money and
I asked, I mean, like, bro, you know comics, right? You know comics. You should have gave me a time.
Right.
I'm like, give me how much time you want me to do? They're like, man, just go up there and do something. Do something. That's 3 minutes.
yeah, I have no crowd work.
No?
I mean, if I don't have like
See-
well rehearsed, I mean, a little bit. I'm getting better at it.
See, I lucked up mainly because it was all people I work with. So
Yeah,
like,
you're comfortable
at the
with
time-
them
At
somewhat.
the time, I was working at this place. I was like a guard, and people had to come in. We had to check their credentials.
Right.
So I seen these people every day, and I would crack a little joke here and there to them. So everybody knew I was funny. So it wasn't necessarily a shock. So I was able to do some crowd work by pointing out specific things people
Yeah,
did when
yeah.
they came through the guard
Make fun
post.
of their cars.
Right, yeah. I'm like, you always listen to K-pop when you come through.
Uh.
Don't act like when you turn it down when you get to the
Yeah,
guard section,
I know.
we hear you coming down the road. So like, I had a little crowd work like that was hitting, but a joke?
Yeah.
No, I did some terrible ass joke about only dating women whose birthdays around holidays, so I can't forget it. So I can't forget it, and so I only have to buy one gift. Like,
Yeah.
and it hit. I mean, I've never told it again because it really wasn't a joke.
Yeah.
It was just close to Valentine's Day, and I'm like, I only date women whose birthdays are close to holiday. They cracked
Save some
up.
money.
People still message me talking about it. I'm like,
Oh, that's
really?
awesome.
What the fuck? That joke.
So
is-
that's awesome too when you get that.
yeah.
Reassurance from people, like, oh, it was great.
Anytime somebody come up to you and give you a call back to one of your jokes,
Yeah.
it's like, okay,
Oh,
that-
they remember me. Or
that
some
shit
like
hit,
people
right.
post, jokes of mine, or they'll find a picture that somehow relates to a joke I've told them to
yeah.
post it. Like, oh, I did something right. At least one person.
Somebody
remembered
remembered
it.
me.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. What was like the toughest show that you performed at?
Like where I did the worst.
I don't want to say what you did the worst because every comic bombs. This
Yeah.
is not.
I did
something-
a class reunion in Detroit, and they didn't like me. It was tough. Trying to get their attention was I have no energy on stage, and I tried that night to do, and I was fine in the beginning, but then I went right back down
tried
to
to fake it.
myself.
You can't fake
Yeah, and then I had a questionable joke. It worked at D's about taking the family blueberry picking and seeing a black couple, young black couple on a date, and just pointing out the irony. Like, you guys are paying white people to pick fruit. Remember the first 400 years of your existence in this country?
That's like I do. I do a joke where I ask the crowd if they think racism will go away,
Mm-hmm.
and I do the joke about Red Dead Redemption.
It's such a awesome game.
Dude, so fuck it, I'll tell it right here.
Do
Basically, I was playing Red Dead Redemption. Anybody who don't know what Red Dead Redemption is, you watching on YouTube, Google it shit. Or you listening to it on your phone probably, Google it shit. Basically, it's Grand Theft Auto Wild Wild West, right? And so when the online first came out, you could see where everybody was on the map. Basically just a little dot. And so I hop in, I'm excited, play online or whatever. And my girl had asked me something. I had the headset on. And something simple. It was like, oh, are you hungry? And I was like, nah. And I could hear everybody in the lobby go, shh. Y'all heard that? it's a nigga. Where he at? So I'm like, oh,
Are
fuck.
you kidding
Oh
me?
fuck! They know I'm black just by saying one word. Like, and so now I open up the map, and all I see is all the dots converged into where I'm at. So I ain't no bitch. I'm going out shooting. It's a video game. So I'm shooting. They killing me. It's 12 of them. It's one of me. But I'm like, it's cool. Until somebody was like, hey, get the horse in the rope and drag him. Oh, fuck that. I turned the game off. You're not finna do to me in a video game what y'all did to my ancestors in real life. Fuck that. Like
That really happened?
Yes. This is a 100% true story.
People are awful. I can't believe.
That's why I'm like, if y'all think racism going away, you obviously have not played Call of Duty.
Not.
You have not played Call of Duty. That's all you got to do.
I have never played a video game online.
No?
Never.
No.
I don't know how to do. I'm telling you, I don't know how to do shit. I can hit a power button and press start and fumble my way through a game. That's about it. My kid asked me to set it up. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, man. YouTube that shit. Figure it out. I'm too old.
All right, what was your best set?
I don't even know. Like,
your most memorable set.
You know, Jason Tebow. He's a LA comic. I don't even know his podcast. I'm not gonna push it. But he's a Comedy Store guy. He recorded an album out here in Valpo.
Okay.
And I did 12 minutes, and that went. He messaged me the next day like, "Oh, it was great. My friends loved you." So that was like, all right, I'll take it.
I was just talking to somebody about specials, and it was like, not that I'm gonna do one. I don't think I'm nowhere near as ready.
Yeah.
But I was like, yeah. Usually people do a special. There's other comics who go up before them.
Right.
Mainly, you only hear the comic who's featuring, who's headlining, but there's other people with him. And so, like, somebody asked, how is the comedic community? How would you explain the comedic community
Amongst comics?
Yeah.
It's pretty great. You know, like, it's very tight-knit. And you get your little cliques. That's unavoidable. But most people are welcoming. And then you get a handful of little communities that are just a cesspool of inbred circle jerks where everything is the same, and any different style of comedy
it's not comedy.
Like, you guys are you're just telling stupid stories. There's no punchline, there's no setup, there's nothing really funny. It's a silly story, but
I call them the comedy police.
Oh god, I deal
people
with that.
People just sit down and judge comics and say, that's not comedy. What? The crowd laugh?
Exactly.
God damn it, that's comedy.
Yeah, I've been played off a few times. So
all right, you got a journey.
I'm out. Yeah, it was never intended. I have no self-awareness because I never thought. I know some of it's question. Like I'll say things like about race or stereotypes.
Yeah.
But I feel I'm mocking it and mocking the people that feel that way.
Right.
Apparently, other rooms think I think that way.
So tell the people real quick what the journey is.
To try to get banned from a comedy club in every state.
Like.
I got 48 to go.
Yeah,
you know what? I'm gonna skip Alaska and Hawaii.
Yeah.
So technically, I got 46 to go.
Goals,
continental
people.
U.S. Yeah, you gotta have goals. You draw it, write it down on a board. Affirmation. Page.
Like, you gotta get one of the maps where they scratch it off when they travel. You're like, nope, ban them one in that state.
Put the green dots where I'm allowed and the red dots where I'm not.
What happened with the first banning? You get banned.
Remember on Friday when Craig got fired on his day off?
Yeah.
I got banned during a pandemic.
What?
For a Facebook comment.
For a comment on Facebook?
For a comment on Facebook.
They just hit you up like, you can't come back.
So, someone posted a meme. It was pretty innocuous about Dwayne Wade's kid, son, daughter. It used to be his son. I don't know. That's socially acceptable, right?
Sure.
And he just got laid. He's a sweet kid. Young kid. I think he was like 19. Been doing comedy for a little bit. And he just got laid into by this guy. Laid into. That's homophobic, transphobic. I'm like, man. And I commented defending him. I used all the buzzwords you're not allowed to use. But not necessarily in a negative connotation. I wasn't, I was going at the dude who said it. And he followed up with, thank you for letting me know what a piece of shit you are. When our club reopens, you're not welcome back.
Oh, gosh.
And so I said, well, that's fine. You're not invited to my birthday party. Left it at that. Took the high road. And I'm not allowed there.
Do you think it's becoming more difficult to be a comic? Or are people just too sensitive?
I think in a lot of the heavily populated cities and in the main comedy scenes, there is a preferred style, and anything outside of that, it takes a lot to break in. Like, you could go up there and do good, and the gatekeepers would just, I don't get it. Because I've had people tell that to me, first couple, like, I don't get you. What are you doing? And I go again and again and again, and then it just clicks.
Yeah.
And then like, oh, okay, we get it. And then they'll have me. But if you get banned your first time doing that, you don't get the opportunity to show them who you really are.
I don't know, man. I struggle. Like, are people being too soft? Are we going down the right road with changing some things? I honestly, I feel people have freedom of speech.
I agree. And I don't think anything should be off limits.
Right.
And if it's funny, it's funny. And Patrice O'Neal said years ago on an interview, most jokes come from the same place. Your intention is to make people laugh. And if you miss, you miss. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. You just, you messed it up.
Oh, no. I've seen some comics who go up on stage. I've seen one comic, how about that? Went on stage really just to go up there to offend people.
And that happens too.
Right. So where there's good, there's bad, right?
Right.
And
you know what I mean? I mean, I don't know what's inside those people, but they may think, oh, I'm going to try to offend people, but or try to make them, you know what I mean? Or are they going up there to be like, I hate everybody, and I'm going to let them know, and if you got a problem, bring it.
I've talked about this before with everybody who was there. Alan.
Was it at
Riddles? Yeah.
Was it the weird?
Alexander.
I didn't know his name. White dude, vest.
Alexander the Decent. That's what he was going by at the time.
I kind of wanted to smack
and
that
he
dude.
wanted to. He tried.
I was probably there because I think he came in 2 weeks in a row.
Yes, yeah. He tried to do a rendition of George Carlin's five words, whatever.
Yep.
5 words you can't say on radio.
Yep.
But he only had like 3 words, and it was just like the most offensive things he could say at the time, and like. He just wanted a rise out of people.
Yeah.
So
half of me felt bad for him because you talked to him before, and hey, I'm gonna do this. Like, I don't even know you. Why? What?
Dude, he sat next to. I was sitting there again. I'm a new comic. I'm sitting there going through my notes. Like, all right, what I'm gonna say? All right, I'm gonna do this one. I gotta say this.
Yep.
And he sat next to me. Like, hey, what's going on, man? I'm like, what's up? He was like, oh, I'm Alec. Who? He was like, hey, would it be okay if I said the N word?
He
I'm
did
like,
it to me.
No. Like,
why are you asking me? I don't give out passes for that. Sure, go ahead, buddy.
I'm like, no, I heavily advise you not to. You know, man, it's just a word. Try it,
especially your first time there, and
try it if you want. I mean,
yeah. I mean, I know one guy that got away with it, kind of.
They're like, oh man,
it's not necessary.
My thing is it's exactly what Cat Williams said. If you can say it in front of a room full of black people and get away with it, then you got away with it.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's it. And that's it, right? What was the point? Well, I mean, you can pat yourself on the back, go home and tell your buddies, hey, look what I did.
I did it. I said it in front of one of them.
I mean, I guess if there's a bet or something, you got some stakes in the game,
right.
Yeah, maybe give it a try. Other than that,
I told you nothing was gonna happen.
Yeah. They ain't gonna do shit.
It's your turn, Billy Bob.
Yeah. Other than that,
Billy Bob fucked up.
Yeah, that's ballsy. I mean, ignorant, however you want to look at it. But yeah,
do you have like a dream place you want to perform?
Probably when I did, it was like the Comedy Store or something like that.
Yeah.
But I'm just happy doing it. A full room with solid laughs. Happy when you walk off, people coming up to you after. That's good enough for me, man. Just somewhere just consistent. 3-4 nights a week, actual shows, and just getting positive feedback is good enough for me.
Nah, dude, that positive feedback it changes.
That's what keeps you going.
Any and everything.
Yep. Especially on new jokes that you're not sure of. You know what I mean? Like, oh, should I do this? And then you get someone, yeah, just do it. What do you got to lose? Try it. Fuck them.
Shit, a bad night will make you not want to do it no more.
Yeah.
What was your worst bomb?
Probably just at Mike's at D's. You get,
what happened?
You just get weird rooms, man, because that place is so different, especially post-pandemic, because you get so many different crowds in there now that everything opened back up. And just nothing hits. Nobody. And you get to like, I don't get you. What are you trying to do? Like, man, yeah, I don't know. It's rough. It gets rough, man. You just up there and you know nothing's working. You know, if you lose them right away, then you know if you can't get them back after a couple, you're not getting them back.
Yeah, I mean a strong start can save you too.
That's.
I got like. Have you heard my new opener when I talk about my birthday and stuff like that?
No.
I got a new opener. I ain't gonna do it now.
The Patreon.
I'm using it. fuck Patreon. Come see me.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Because I'm using it, and it's like, quite honestly, in my head, to me, it's a cheat. I tell you, it's like a cheat because the way I start, you have to clap.
Yep.
So it's like from there, I got you.
See, I need to figure one of them out.
Bro, okay, all right. Let's jump into some random bullshit here.
Bring it,
bro. If you had 24 hours to live, what would you do?
Oh my goodness, I don't even know. 24 hours?
You got 24 hours.
I'd probably give probably 15 minutes to hang out with my kid.
15 minutes.
Give myself 15. Play catch with him or something. Hey, all right, buddy.
All right, buddy.
I got shit to do now. You know what? Honestly, I would probably have to spend it with my family because I don't spend any time with them now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'd do. I mean,
just
being real.
All right.
I'm sure there's a lot of fun shit I'd much rather be doing.
I say just to take. I feel like what would be your take?
I
on
would
this?
steal a car.
Like, bro, if you ain't spend time with it now, you gonna spend the last 24?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I give them 15 minutes too. 15. Yeah.
Kurt, you got 24
each.
hours. What you doing? What's some of the first things you doing?
I'm probably gonna rob a couple people who deserve it.
I would throw a few beatings on people. Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Rob a few people. No more condoms.
What are those?
Say no more what? What is that?
No more condoms.
You're speaking a different language here.
What else? Shit. Probably become a nudist real quick.
You gonna be the flasher.
Yeah.
No more condoms. Like, a recovery time? What do they call that? I mean, you would have to be quick because you're only gonna get me. I'm 41. I might only get 1 or 2 out in 24 hours.
Dude, hold on. Talking about no condoms. It was a comic. I think last night I went up Wednesday, and he was like, if you haven't caught an STD, you're not doing no fucking.
See, I did one. One time, it might have been Monday night. That I don't think they're real. It's either that or Listerine's the cure. Because anytime I hook up with a questionable chick, I just dump Listerine on myself, and I've been good.
I'm like, what? You got to catch an STD to know you've been fucking? Because he actually, that's kind of what comics do. He went here has had an STD before, and nobody clapped. He was like, ain't nobody had chlamydia, crabs, no nothing. Oh, I'm the only one in here fucking. I'm like, no, you don't want to call some shit.
Yeah.
Like,
you're the only one paying for it.
Right, you ain't got to fuck something just because it's walking in the street scratching itself. Why would you?
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. Shit happens. I get it. I don't judge. I don't judge nobody for nothing they do.
Nah.
So, I mean, like, hey, you catch the shit because the girl was dirty, you ain't know. Well, girl catch you because the dude was dirty, you know. That's fine. But if you fuck some questionable shit, just expect to get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I've been there, and Listerine has been a game changer.
So you got, how many kids you got?
Just one.
Would you have another?
Man, no. Only because of the situation.
Hold on, wait. No, this would just lead to something else.
All right, yeah, no. No, absolutely not.
So as of right here, right now, if you had a choice, you was talking to a girl, she gave you a call, got some bad news. Would you rather her say she finna have a baby, or you got an STD?
I'd take
STD or baby right now?
I would take AIDS. Which also, the government invented AIDS to take out the gays and black men. So yeah, whatever the white man version of AIDS is, because we all know I can't catch it.
Curtis, right now, baby or kid? STD or baby?
Baby.
Baby? What?
Baby. I mean, if it's a
treatable. It's a treatable.
Oh, it's a treatable. You can
pick.
Babies aren't treatable. That's a lifetime disease. That is the worst STD you could get.
No, I had seen another podcast. I asked a question. She was fucking hilarious.
Never had neither, so no had no kids.
Nah.
Never had an STD. So.
I seen it. It was weird. So like, I seen the question, right? And I was like, "Fuck, I take the kid." But I'm 31. I could have a kid, right? You know what I'm saying?
I was 32 when mine was born.
So okay, so I'm good.
You're right there.
So I'm like, all right, fuck it. You know what? Then I heard the dude argument. He go, "What the fuck? You burn for 2-3 days and you're done?" I'm like, I don't want to take no credit. Somebody else said it, but that's a hell of a point.
Yeah.
I'm like, right. Shit.
Couple days of discomfort
You
over
get a
lifetime of
shot?
financial
What?
responsibility.
Just burn for a little bit,
Yeah.
itch for a little bit.
Yeah.
Fuck, yes, that is most definitely the answer. I don't
Shit
know.
dripping out.
Yeah, it'll be gone in a while.
Pad in there.
Right, you gotta let it depend
Pad
for a
in there
little
for
while.
a couple days.
Got a
Yeah.
little goop dripping.
Use it as hair gel.
Some yellowish
Somebody
discharge.
using his hair gel. The fuck?
Yeah, get them eyebrows on point.
Fucking hair fall out.
Hey, feeling his hair start burning. Shit.
Yep.
Hey, Billy, you ever use any sexual performance drugs?
Nah.
Like Cialis, anything?
Yeah, people keep giving me that shit. I don't know. Like I know I'm old, but come on. Like dudes, like there's Blue Chew. There's
Dude,
thanks.
Blue Chew is everywhere. That's all. I'm like, yo, what is wrong with
I haven't
people?
tried. I got the black little foil pack,
Yeah.
but I haven't tried
Because
it.
I heard people talking about the gas station pills.
I've done them before.
5 hour powers.
They were.
I've never used it.
Rhino X16.
Yeah, the horny goat.
I was actually in a gas station the other day. They were in front of the counter, like right next to the door.
Damn.
And I'm like, dude, you just them are like $15 a piece. You just grab a bunch and run. Sell them
Dude,
on the street.
I never forget, bro. I was in high school, fucking high school, and this dude was selling Viagra.
That was around. Really?
Yes. He had weed and Viagra. I'm like, bro, we in high school. A smooth breeze to get my dick hard.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you need Viagra for in high school? The fuck?
Because they busting too quick. So they need to keep
Round
it up.
2. Yeah.
You beat off when you get there. We all
That's
know that.
yeah. That's
We all know that. You go there on round 2.
exactly. Get the poison out, clear the head.
Bro, what do you mean? Yes, you don't go to a girl's house for the first time on round 1.
Yeah.
You halfway there getting out the car because you know you finna fuck.
Yep.
Nah, you beat off at home, or if it's a far drive,
On
up
the
the
way.
block from her house.
Just don't get caught. Some dude in Indiana just got arrested for that. I think
No
he was
shit.
naked though.
Oh, damn,
Driving
you gotta get
naked.
naked.
So obviously, yeah. Wanted the full experience.
You ain't got to get naked for that. Jeez.
Yeah.
No,
That was in
I
the
ain't
paper.
never had to. But like you said, people offer it so much. It was
Yeah.
a dude at my old job. He was like, "Yo, Will, I got this natural stuff for you." I'm like, "What is it?" He was like, help you with your lady. I'm like, I don't need no help in that area. She's satisfied. At least I know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At least that I know. She could be lying, but hey, she told me she is. So he was like, "Nah, this give you that little extra ump." I'm like, I'm fat. I don't want to keep
Yeah.
fucking. Like, you ever fuck to exhaustion?
Yeah, I need a nap after I eat. You really think I'm gonna be able to go from
You ever fuck to exhaustion?
Yes.
What? You ever fuck to exhaustion?
if I'm drunk, but then I don't even realize it.
Dude, one time it happened. I was out. This is my earlier years. I always was drinking, and I was fucking this one girl and going at it. It was in her parents' garage, and like,
Classy.
and like, I looked up and the sun is coming up, and I'm like, "Yo, I want to go home." And she's just like, "No, keep going." I'm like, "Yo, son, we've been doing this for way too long. I'm just tired."
Yeah,
I'm
God
go."
damn, her pussy shit hurt.
We was drunk. We was very inebriated.
I bet you
Alcohol-
she walked it funny when she walked funny.
Oh yeah,
when
she
it-
had a rough a couple of days, I'm sure. But alcohol is without a doubt a performance-enhancing drug. 100%. 100%.
So after this encounter, I had changed like my online name to Mr. Winterfresh for a reason. One, I always chew gum, and Winterfresh is my thing. But after that night, I had took my gum out to do some things, and she rolled over and it got stuck in her.
No.
So she called me and they're like, I was grabbing that shit for 2 days trying to get it out.
Gotta
I'm
throw
like,
peanut butter on that bitch.
my-
Shit works.
I'm like, damn, my bad.
Oh, that's funny.
That's a true story too. That shit funny.
That
And then
is-
I changed like all my names to Mr.
She
Winterfeld.
gonna watch this shit and
She'll be mad.
remember that
She'll be
shit, and
mad.
she gonna hate you all over.
You need to
again.
tell that on stage and get a T-shirt made. Mr.
Mr.
Winterfresh. I rock that shit.
Oh man, Billy, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I had a busy week catching shoplifters out. I am so unprepared.
Yeah,
Usually I
like-
have like more shit to talk about. Curtis, give me something to talk about.
the Brittany Renner situation.
You know who Brittany Renner is?
Nope. Maybe.
So basically, Instagram thought got knocked up by. She planned to get knocked up by a rich nigga. Did, dumped him. Now she online talking about she looking for a stepdaddy season.
Yeah.
And that is why you don't have children.
Would you get a vasectomy?
No.
No. Why not?
I got a theory on that.
Oh man, let's get there. Because I always usually save my crazy theories for the end. But
Yeah,
shit,
this is
why
my
not?
crazy white man theory. So, when women take birth control, it tricks their body into being pregnant, so it throws off who they're attracted to. I mean, there's science there.
Okay.
They've done studies. So when they stop taking it, because you're subconsciously attracted to people who you match well with or whatever.
Right.
So in my head, if I can't procreate, chicks are gonna smell that and want nothing to do with me. Not that they want anything to do with me anyway, but at least I got a little bit with that. That's my theory, and it's scary, man. I'm a wuss.
I hear you, but I don't think so. I don't think that's the case.
You know what? Pulling out is like 99% effective if you do it right. And if not, there's always a flight of stairs.
What you think about Texas and this whole abortion law that they got going on?
I think tourism to Mexico is going to go through the roof. You see what they did?
No.
They were like, come here, we'll give you abortions.
No.
They lifted restrictions. Yep.
Damn.
So we're going to be border hopping the other way.
Jeez.
Yep.
No, I think Texas is
I think
crazy.
they are insane.
and fucking insane.
That's going to blow up in their face. They
100%.
can't last.
I don't understand why Texas try to be this ultra religious ass state. Like, bro, y'all want a gun for everybody?
That's it,
But
man.
then y'all would have praised Jesus with the shotgun, huh?
And hanging people. And
Bro, for real, Texas
you're
is
pro-life,
fucking
but
terrible.
death penalty? Yeah.
Right. Get the
Dude,
fuck
some
outta here.
kid, I swear it was like weed brownies. He had weed brownies. He got life in prison.
What?
If not that specifically, it was
He probably got a good ass sentence, but
yeah, just life in prison.
Yeah, southern states and marijuana do not mix.
jeez.
Well, most southern states and marijuana.
Yeah.
I've heard
Somehow
people-
it's legal in Florida, which is as southern as it comes. Florida's so
Florida's
fucked up.
different.
Yeah,
Florida
Florida don't count.
is
Because matter of fact, I got a cousin. He caught a gun charge and a weed. I think he caught a weed charge before. Got less time for the gun than he did the weed.
that's messed up.
It's 'cause, I mean, years of inbreeding, they can't think right. all that cattle fucking. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's insane. 6 weeks. You don't even know you're pregnant.
For real, a lot of people, man, fuck out of here. Is it? I don't want to say it's impossible, but a lot of them. I think we was talking about this last time. We kind of talked about this because they want to teach abstinence.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, that's not the only
Yeah.
way.
No.
That's not sexual health class. That's all they teach.
That's yeah.
Abstinence. Like what? It's other shit.
Yep.
I don't know if that's the other podcast, but I remember in my sexual health class, the teacher came. I was in a Catholic school.
Mm-hmm.
The teacher came in there with a tennis racket and a bunch of rice.
What school?
St. Margaret's Scotland.
Okay.
Yeah. So she come in there with the tennis racket, a whole bunch of rice. She said, every condom has little holes at the bottom.
Yeah, I remember you saying.
Yeah.
that.
She did not.
Listen, and she goes, when you put it over your penis, it stretches out. So as a representation, the rice is gonna be the sperm, and the tennis racket is the condom. And she dropped the rice, and all the rice went through. She goes, so using a condom, the girl's still gonna get pregnant.
Someone should have beat her with that
And I'm
tennis
like,
racket.
really? Because you can make a balloon out of a condom.
Yeah.
So you telling me that sperm is smaller than air? Like that's gotta be
clever.
a logic.
Yeah. Someone. Yeah.
So that's what they're teaching, right? All they teach is abstinence. I'm like, if you taught these kids how sex really work, I think you could prevent a
solve a
lot
lot
more
of problems.
pregnancies than telling them just don't have sex.
They're more concerned about the priests and having their private time with the
Talk
little
to them.
boys.
Those are adults. You can be real with them.
Yeah.
But no, see, again, I feel like if you would have taught your kid at a young age what's appropriate, what's not appropriate,
Yeah.
they don't
And how
necessarily-
shit works.
Right.
Really.
No. Tell them get out your booty hole.
Yep.
Like,
Have y'all ever heard the saying? I heard it from an Irish dude. Maybe it was on one of them TV shows or some shit. But I overheard him say, if you're a Catholic, if you've never been touched by the priest, are you really a Catholic? And I was like, the fuck?
the school I went to in South Holland had a priest get walked out of church in cuffs.
jeez.
Yep. He was only there for like a year, maybe.
He didn't waste no time.
Well, I guess it was the place he was before. You know, they shuffle him around.
Yeah.
They shuffle him around.
Because they fucking up. Like,
Yep.
all right, come
Yeah.
on.
So yeah, I guess a few years.
Brother
prior.
Sam, come on. We got a movie, man.
You know what else Texas is doing?
What?
They're offering $10,000 to anybody that snitches on people either getting or giving abortions.
Yeah.
And you know how many idiots are going to try to make a living off that?
A lot.
That's-
Because I heard like even
10 grand's a
so if
nice
you get
chunk of change.
even if you get caught driving someone to an abortion clinic, you're going to jail. And a lot of people was upset because like, all right, so the woman get pregnant, she try to get an abortion, she go to jail. The person who drives her go to jail. Nothing happens to the dad. Nothing happens to the other.
Well, that's
part
good
to
because
the
we get
equation.
fucked in every other aspect
'cause-
of parenthood. So
Girl can have a baby, now you on child support. You ain't want that baby. But
Like, what if he tells her to go get the abortion? Does he get in trouble then?
no,
Oh shit.
unless he drive her,
or does it himself?
send her ass to the Uber. Like,
Yeah.
Motherfucker, they ain't gonna be happy till they go back to doing the hanger thing.
Yeah, I know
Right.
that's probably already
I got
happened.
it.
Yep,
I
yeah. Throw this bitch in the shop
that was
vac.
crude. I ain't gonna do that no more.
Yeah, that's.
But no, but then Uber came out with a statement. It was like, hey, if y'all have any legal fees in Texas about taking somebody to a destination, we got y'all.
Really?
Yeah. They
No, my bad. Lyft, not Uber.
Oh.
no,
Lyft.
both of them.
Oh, they did?
But Uber said something along the lines of their help.
Yeah, I read Lyft.
Yeah, that can't last. And I don't know, like, of all the things, like, I don't know much about society in Texas, but I'm sure they got bigger problems. You know what I mean? To worry about this shit.
I don't know, man. Texas is crazy.
I've been wanting to go down. I've been wanting to go to Austin. I got a few buddies down there.
I
I got a
heard,
buddy
I
that
heard
moved
they
down
got a
there.
good comedy scene
It's,
down there.
it's supposed to be great. I got a buddy that just moved down there from Detroit.
Yeah.
And he seems to be killing it down there.
Of course, they got a good comedy scene. They got all that fucking material to go off.
Yeah, yeah.
He fucking nuts.
Yeah, Texas is wild.
Hey, you think money can buy you happiness?
Absolutely.
He
No,
said,
no. Hey, here. Money can buy you freedom, and freedom is
Gives you
happiness.
happiness.
Yep. You just can't let anybody know you got it.
That's the key.
Yep.
Had it even from the government.
Yep. Be low key about it. Yep.
How much money would you need to be happy
Right now,
right now? A lump sum, boom, deposit in your account.
probably $500,000.
Just
I can make it work.
$500,000?
Yep. I mean, I'm not being greedy. Obviously, the more give me $100 million. But no, really.
Okay,
I
okay.
can make
That's
half.
minimum. What's the minimum it'll take? For
Yeah,
you
probably
to
$500,000.
500,000.
Yep.
What would you do with it?
Hide it and not let anybody know I got it. Yeah, not just buy a small place to live
Yeah.
and just
Right, I was saying,
figure out how to make the
buy
rest
land,
work for me.
right,
Yep.
Buy the land that you go be on.
Yep.
That way you ain't gotta worry about nothing but property taxes.
Yep. Yep.
And everything else is kind of
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah. Just,
right.
Yep.
What about you, Curtis?
What? How much money would I need?
Bare minimum. How much money for you
So,
to be happy?
I would say 10 million
10 million.
because if you think about 500,000, how quickly money is spent.
Oh, it goes
on-
quick.
Right. So 10 million is better, especially like fuck them kids, fuck their bride. I can do 10 million until I die.
Right.
If
That-
I-
that's
and
yeah,
then if you
irresponsible.
invest it properly too,
Right.
stock market, some shit like that.
Yep.
Then you good to go. You ain't got to worry about.
Give me
too
abortions you could pay for with $10 million.
much. Hey,
You don't even have to be splitting them anymore. I got this, baby.
They leave your house with a little severance package.
Yeah. I'll pay for the Uber too.
Grab one of them envelopes.
Yeah.
Bro. That's for you.
Gift basket and all.
Talk about a gift basket.
have you ever thought about how weird it is that you bought the land, you own the land, but not really?
No. And they can come take it whenever they
At
want.
any point.
Because the moment you miss one payment on property taxes, you no longer own it.
Yep.
I always thought like people be so quick to tell you to buy something,
Yeah, buy property, buy
buy
land.
property, buy land, but
You
I
can't
don't really.
officially buy anything.
Right.
You got to
You-
constantly pay taxes on it.
I'm still renting it
Right.
from the government, from the federal
Yep.
government,
From the
So-
city, what
Yep.
you're in, whatever. That's why a lot of people move to like the rural areas, the unincorporated areas.
So I always tell people, if somebody simply tell you to buy something, fuck them. If somebody tell you to buy it and make it make money,
That's yeah.
those are the people that you want to listen to.
Or you move in a neighborhood, you can't put. Oh, I want to put up a brown fence. Nope, no brown fence is
brown
allowed in this
fence.
neighborhood.
Right.
Only maroon.
Yep. Someone out there measuring your grass. That shit's too long. You better get that cut. You're getting fined.
I couldn't live anywhere with a homeowners association.
Nope, me neither.
I could not.
I got a homeowner association. But
Yeah.
I'm in a condo, so like, it serves its purpose, right? We got dumb rules, like you can't have like lights on the banister unless it's a holiday, right? For around the holiday, you can't have a team flag out on the banister unless they're in the
What?
playoffs.
A team flag?
White Sox, Cubs,
So you
whatever.
would never have White Sox.
What you mean? They finna go to the playoffs now.
Oh shit! You know I'm just talking shit because I don't know
Yeah,
shit about
only
sports.
during the playoffs. Fuck the regular season. Only during the playoffs. You can have a flag hanging.
Like, I understand rules.
Yeah.
Like, maybe lights, you get flashing lights, someone walks in with epilepsy, wigs out on the floor or whatever. But what's wrong with team flags?
I don't know.
I don't get that.
I mean, that's when it's ran by old white people.
Like, we ruin everything.
We ruin everything.
We ruin
Do
everything.
you have white guilt?
I
think that's a great
No,
question.
I have Catholic guilt.
What's that?
You went to a Catholic school?
Yeah,
You
I went
did-
there for
you
like 3 years.
Oh, no, I did second through my freshman year. I feel
Sheesh.
guilty about everything. I just felt guilty about being late. Literally everything I do, I feel guilty about.
Now you gotta go confess.
Yeah. No, fuck that. I ain't going in a closet with priest. Yeah.
Man.
I feel guilty. Every joke I tell, I feel guilty about. I feel guilty about everything.
Curtis, do me a favor. Check the audio stuff. I moved my foot and I want to make sure I didn't unplug nothing.
Yeah, I just deal with it. Live with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only went there for three years. And one of the strangest things with confession, right? Because we had to do it every week. For us, it was on Wednesdays.
Oh, did you really?
We had to go every week.
I think we only did it like once a year.
No, we had to go every fucking week. And I was like, all right, I ain't like going in there no way. It's weird. Especially, I'm coming from a hood public
It's
school.
very weird.
You know, so I'm coming from a hood public school to third grade, now in the Catholic school. Now I got to go in this closet. All you hear is,
Yeah.
shoosh, tell me about your sins.
Yep,
I'm
yep.
like, wait, what? Like,
Yeah.
So like, I was like, look, I'm gonna be good all week. It's only a week, and I got to go in there, right? And so I was good all week. I ain't do nothing. I ain't lie.
Yeah.
I was a terrible kid. I used to tear shit up all the time. I ain't tear shit up for a whole week. I'm like, good. I ain't got to go in this closet. And I'm like, my teacher was like, all right, your turn. I'm like, hey, I was good. I didn't sin. She was like, well, make something up. I'm like, what?
Exactly.
What? I gotta go in there and lie.
Yeah. I haven't sinned yet, but I'm about to lie. So here's my sin.
I gotta go in there and lie just to go in this closet.
So when I was younger, I like to test test how far I can get with shit. I do it even even
me
today. So I would definitely go in there and lie about the sins I did, and just to test how far they willing to.
Just get crazier and crazier every week.
I would just go, I stabbed somebody.
Yeah, I killed my neighbor's dog.
Right, like I stuck a
And I liked
firecracker
it.
up a cat's ass. It cannot be forgiven. I would go in there just to see how far. I would start small.
That is awesome. I wish I was that cool.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, that's
like when I
awesome.
was younger, I used to test the waters of what I can get away with.
No, I didn't start testing water until I was an adult.
I still do it to this day, cause like I'll like so for one thing like I like to see people's reactions.
Yeah.
So one thing I did one time, I was getting some head, and when I was nutting, I barked like DMX.
Nigga,
and
what?
I was 24. So and this is true. There's a group of women out there who think I bark like DMX every time I nut, and I only did it that one time. I did it to be funny. And I did it to see her reaction, and I did it because I didn't really give a fuck about her.
I'm sorry, I can't think of shit funny while I'm nutting.
That is amazing.
No, we had fuck prior, and I knew
okay.
that it was coming to an
Still.
end, and so I thought like, fuck it.
I'm gonna try it.
That is amazing.
Put like this: if you ever been to my house, you see what I test the waters with my sister, to my grandmother, my grandfather, my mother. I test to see what their reactions.
I mean, to the limit.
I wish I had balls like that. That's awesome.
I don't know. Fuck. No. But yeah, she made me go in there and confess to nothing. Like, I had to say 2 Hail Marys.
Just shows you how bullshit it is.
I'm like, what the fuck? I was good all week. So after that, I just didn't even have one.
In retrospect, you should have been like, well, I'm lying, so I'm sinning.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So
You want me to
do
go
I?
in?
Here,
When do I go in?
my sin is me coming in here right now and what I'm about to tell you.
Dear Father, I have not sinned,
Yep.
but apparently I have to.
Give me 15 minutes. I'll be right back. Smack your
I walk
teacher.
out. Now I gotta go back. I just lied.
So now that I think about like going into this box, and I would ask the I'm just thinking like how I like to get people's reaction.
Right.
I would definitely ask the person that's in the other side, most likely a priest, right?
Yeah.
How many boys have you touched in
No.
the last month?
But like, you don't really get to see them. The way it slide. You
No,
can't-
but I'm asking
Did you hear
anyway.
him?
Good luck.
Will I get an answer?
Fuck no.
That's I'm pretty sure.
You'll still
Your
be saying Hail
turn,
Marys.
Father.
No, because I said that, dear Father. Maybe I have sinned, but I'm pretty sure you have too.
Statistically
Right?
speaking.
Do they go? Do priests go and confess? Who they go confess to?
I think it's more of like a bragging thing where they just get with each other and talk about all the kids they fucked. I don't think it's necessarily confession. I think they just try to one up each other. Look at this little boy.
got the fucking thing to the phone.
Oh, yeah.
You see that one? Yeah.
I know that's just the top of his head, but he was really cute.
Say them Donovan kids.
Oh, fuck.
We all going to hell.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're gonna be laughing.
Yeah, yeah, at least we did
Hey, we'll see them there.
Yeah, yeah. Their own little corner.
Oh, man.
With all the little boys that never got baptized
Oh,
because
right.
they're sinners, so that's for the priests in hell.
Right, I forgot about that shit.
Yeah.
All of that is like just strange for all of a sudden to be fact, right? Gotta get baptized or they going to hell.
It makes
What?
sense, 1,000 years ago when nothing made sense. You know what I mean? And they didn't know
Yeah,
shit. They
it made
gave them
sense when they
structure.
thought when people had seizures they was possessed by the
Yeah,
devil.
yeah.
Like
And there's
Like-
people who still believe that shit.
It's
Yes.
mind-boggling.
It's a lady on TikTok. I remember I just told you I started a TikTok account. I folded like a lawn chair.
Ah,
I really didn't want to do it, but so the girl she had Tourette syndrome,
Mm-hmm.
and so she was having an episode, and she paused the video to say how this black lady was. It was Satan in her or some. So I'm gonna show you. It was some wild shit, and I was just like, lady, it's Tourette's. She
Yeah.
has a brain issue,
Right.
bitch.
She's
If
got a tick.
you might have a brain issue believing that's demonic.
crazy.
well, they'll say that Satan gave her the brain issue, or she let Satan in her brain, and that's the issue. These people are batshit crazy.
Fuck out.
Well,
Dude,
baby
I
is the
had-
food we eat, goddamn.
I had someone tell me that with this vaccine from Bill Gates, he's putting a microchip in there that will erase your Christian DNA.
Just a Christian.
Just the Christian part of it. That's the whole point of it.
Not Judaism, not Islam.
No,
not
just Christian. Because none of that shit's real. That's all bullshit anyway. So we all have Christian DNA. in
DNA.
us. Yeah.
He want to get rid of.
And he's trying to get rid. He's a tool of Satan. Not trying to help the world.
You know what I never understood, just to stay on this, because the microchip shit, it blows my mind because we all have phones.
That's exactly like we have our microchips. They know where we're at all
We
times. They hear
all-
everything
Get
we say.
everything.
And I don't understand the microchip thing ever. I will never get that because they want to track us. They already got everything
Well,
that's
those idiots
I
that
would say
think that are
it's-
the religious ones.
I think
so.
it would cost way too much to try to seriously chip everybody, right?
Right.
It's not going to work for everyone,
You
right?
got microwaves, TV.
Well,
Yeah,
they thought
metal
microwaves
building.
they thought microwaves was dangerous. Don't stand too close. I mean, they were
Right.
dangerous.
Yeah, if you got a pacemaker.
Oh, they used to be way stronger than what they are now.
Yeah, it was a whole
Dude,
different
my
thing.
microwave has a metal rack in it. I saw that shit. I'm like, wait, what?
What?
I was like, is somebody fucking with me? And it's metal. It's magnetic and everything. I'm like, this don't make no fucking sense.
Yeah, that's
It's some
new.
new technology or some shit.
The Nicki Minaj thing.
What she do?
So,
With her husband?
because I was thinking, like, we talk about vaccines. Neither one of y'all mentioned that crazy shit that was been happening on Twitter. So, she says either her cousin's friend testicles swell up after they took the vaccine.
You know what kind he got? Because that sounds fun.
Got big
No.
balls and they jingle like a lot of keys.
So her point was that
Don't take the vaccine.
not don't take it, just I'm hesitant. But the
Oh.
way she started out about why she's hesitant, it made everybody say, what the fuck are you talking about? So then you had the government of where her family originally from saying, we could find no evidence of
Somebody ball swollen.
right because of the vaccine. Then you had all these people coming at her about the shit, and then you had what was they call it? Some people in the White House or whatever, they extended a conversation to her. She said she was invited to the White House. They say no, we offered a call. So that's
To tell
two
you the
things.
truth.
That's two things you look like you're lying about. One, no balls were swollen because of the vaccine. Maybe this motherfucker was having rough sex. Two, the White House don't really want to talk to your ass. They just want to put you on the phone with one of the representatives, which
Give you clarification.
it's not going to be somebody that's
got
very
the
important. Just
Right.
somebody that to put this nigga
It
in
ain't
check.
Fauci.
Yeah.
And then she
It's
said
assistant.
Twitter blocked her, but she was still able to tweet. Or somebody from Twitter said nobody blocked your shit.
All right.
So that's 3 lies you done told in this situation. Now, don't get me wrong. We all fucking hesitant on this shit. I haven't gotten the vaccine, but I am going to get it at some point. But don't start it out with my uncle, brother, sister said, or such and such said. You remove yourself so far from it. Just say you hesitant.
She needs to
You
take a
lose
picture of them
credibility.
balls and post that picture on Twitter. See, I
There
told
we
you they
go.
swelled up.
There we go. Because ain't no way in hell I'm finna get on Twitter and say my uncle, brother, sister said this.
No.
You look like a fucking idiot. And then she gave, and then people who usually like you, people who I'm pretty sure a lot of black people wouldn't agree with when you see them talk, like Candace Owens, all the people from that circle.
Right.
They on Nicki Minaj's side when just last week they probably thought very little of this lady.
Oh, of course. It's all for political gain.
So my thing is, as smart as Nicki Minaj is, as smart as a lot of these people are, don't be dumb enough to let people use you for their talking points.
Yep.
And I feel like that's what she gave. She gave them an opportunity to. She let herself be used in a way that she know that she wouldn't like to be used. And so now she looks like, she like a puppet for them, for a certain group of people.
Right.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Like I say, I don't play the left-right game, liberal versus whatever the other conservative.
Yeah.
I think all that shit is like
all stupid.
it's game banging.
Yep. Yeah.
Political game back.
Yeah, it's game banging. So and she let herself be used in that situation. Like you now in a position. You a public figure. Don't let your name be used in a manner that you don't fuck with.
She lost control.
Right.
Yep. Yeah, it's insane out there.
She can't.
This world's getting crazy.
She can't never claim to be a boss bitch when you let yourself be used like a
by the government of all people.
right. You let
The
yourself.
man.
No, I wouldn't even say by the government. I just say by
The system?
a portion.
Misinformation.
Yeah, by a portion of people from one side.
Yeah.
You let yourself be used by them. If you was a true boss, that shit would never happen.
Yeah, that's true. It's true.
Right. You have your own mind. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
I mean, like I say, messaging matters because what happens is you come off, and sometimes you can't control that, but at the same time, it's like the way she started out, she could have controlled that.
Yeah, I got to look into that.
That was because the testicle thing was hilarious.
That's nuts.
Testicle thing was
What
fucking.
we looking at on time?
53.
All right, I hit this last little point real quick. I had seen some people talking about how in this day and age, marriage is becoming less and less of a goal. Is that something you've seen in your lifetime?
You mean where I come from? Most of the people, got married, kids,
I was
white
just gonna
picket
say,
fence.
I'm convinced all white people figure they got to get married at least once.
Not me, man. I think it's silly.
I
There's no benefit. I mean, taxes.
I had a coworker of mine. We used to be real tight, and he quit hanging out with the guys because he felt like he was getting too old not to have been married. And so the first girl to suck his dick real good, he proposed to.
White dude?
Yeah. I was like, all white dudes feel like they got to get married. By a certain age, you got to be married. Meanwhile, black people walking around here dating for 15 years.
Dude, if shit works, why? And I don't think I would do well living with others. You know what I like? I got my weird routine.
Do you have to like live with your wife?
Me?
Like,
No, and that's what you know. What that's what it should evolve to. We'll get married. You stay in your crib. I'll stay in mine.
Right.
You know, I'll take the
I
kids
could
when.
do that. I could live with that.
That would be something.
You can live like that, Kurt? Nah, you gotta live with your wife. Bitch, I need to hold the house with you.
Because I'm a fuck out.
Have you ever lived with a chick?
I'm a fuck around and invite some outside pussy.
You know what? Get be neighbors.
Okay.
There's something like that, or just have a little shed in back where she can stay.
Well, she can stay.
And whenever you need her to do something, just call her. Hey, these dishes are dirty.
Hey, I'm hungry.
My shirt needs to be ironed.
Do you think gender roles should be like a staple?
You know what? No, I don't give. Oh, gender roles. No, I mean, no. Whatever works, man. You know what I mean? I don't mind washing dishes or whatever. You know.
I feel like the lines are real blurred when it comes to gender roles, especially in a household.
You know, I think whatever works for that individual and that family.
Right.
And if a woman keeps her mouth shut because she she just does shit because she thinks that's what he wants, that's kind of stupid. And she'll probably eventually lose her mind and end up fucking doing something stupid. And if he tries to keep her in check, you do this, you do that, that's a little fucky.
I remember the only time I tried to push the limits in my household, my mom was like, everybody does chores, right? But only the boys take out the garbage. And I hated taking out the garbage. We lived on the 3rd floor in Inglewood. I'm like, all right, it was 4 of us. I'm like, all right, only me and my little brother take out the garbage while my sisters can't do it. Oh, because that's what boys do. I'm like, so what do women do? She go, nothing. I was like, what the fuck? Like, so you telling me we got a job that only boys can do, but there's not one job in here only women can do.
You take out the garbage, she makes your bed. She brings you food.
Some do the bit. Y'all clean the kitchen if I take the trash or whatever.
You know what? I think that shit worked. 50 years ago, or whatever, post World War II, dudes
100%.
come home.
Especially when the pay gap was real extreme. The man had to work because he was gonna get paid.
Yeah,
damn near twice as much.
I mean, that was the only way to keep the household moving forward.
Hey, you know what? Hold on, I'm gonna ask you about the WNBA situation because they complaining about not getting paid. Why you smile like that?
I wanted to write a joke about it, but go on. I'll get into it.
No, what do you think? Is it something that's fixable?
I think it's fucking stupid, and anybody who complains about it is fucking stupid.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
All right, you take 2 companies for example, like Walmart, a big chain, whatever,
right,
and a smaller version of Walmart. Walmart's gonna pay its employees more because it makes more fucking money.
Right.
That just makes sense. You can't expect a mom and pop shop to be paying their managers, 50, 60 grand a year.
Right.
For one store because they don't bring that money in, and that's the thing with the NBA. Now, I think more people should watch the WNBA because it's fucking hilarious, and that's what the problem is. And they probably should be getting equal pay because it's far more entertaining. But people don't realize that.
I was not expecting you to say that. Oh no, because my thing is, one is not as many teams. There's 30 NBA teams. About 15 WNBA teams, maybe 16, something to that effect. So like you're already losing numbers, right off the bat. It's unfortunate. I would like for them to get paid. The same. The highest paid, not even making a meal. But I'm like, all right, you got to look at what's being brought in.
Exactly.
Your expenses got to be lower than what the fuck you bringing in.
And I don't know if this has something to do with it, but how long's the WNBA been around? 15, 20 years.
Yeah, a lot less than
exactly. I mean, just give it time. Maybe they'll build their. I don't think the NBA players
they don't
wouldn't get paid this when they started. When the league started.
Yeah, the NBA players was making nothing.
Yeah. I remember. Baseball they were making.
But overseas they making bread.
Women.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, so
because the fans are well aware of how entertaining it is to watch.
Nah, that's because it's better than watching the men's.
Yeah, they can watch our. Yeah, exactly. All our failed
China,
players go play.
Stop following my beard. They WNBA players get paid more. So like, how NBA players do like summer league and stuff like that. Yeah. Some WNBA players treat the WNBA like that. It's
really?
Like a summer.
Yeah.
They main job overseas.
Wow.
So I'm like, damn.
Listen, I only want to talk about the WNBA if we talking about Liz or
Ooh,
Didi.
Liz Cambridge, boy.
Or Didi Richards.
Yes.
Oh my God, both of them fine as hell. I will climb both of them.
But is that the problem? We sexualize women that
Yes.
they can't play sports.
Hey, that
I'm
is
sure
what it
that's part
is.
of it. But I don't think there should. If I'm working side by side with someone, we should get. If we bring the same shit to the table, we
Yeah.
should get equal pay. I'm not.
Dude, I
saying
used to
that.
argue at my job because at my old job, I did security, and anytime something would happen, like somebody break in on the site or whatever I'm doing, they gonna make sure I go. I'm like, why can't you send a female officer? She's just as equally trained.
Probably paid the same.
We get paid the exact same. You need to be sending her. If I have something of more value, then I want to get paid more.
Yeah.
But you can't do that
can't
because
argue
equality,
that.
right?
Yeah.
Then send her there when the big crazy guy who think dinosaurs are there. You send him over there to Hank. She's just as equally trained.
Yeah. Yeah.
You send her
Got the same equipment.
You sending her to come get me is telling me you think I have something more to offer than she
Yeah.
does. In basketball, they say you can't teach size, but you can pay for it.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
You can pay me more money if you want more size. So like,
You know what they should do? They should just merge together and have men and women play together.
a co-ed.
A
basketball.
co-ed NBA.
So what, it's got to be a minimum of 2 women.
2 women on the
court?
court at a time.
That's still unequal.
They'd get equal pay. Maybe.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
2 women on the court at a time, X amount of playing time per player.
I don't know.
That would be
man.
insane.
Once
Imagine
women
just
get
someone trying to
dunked on.
catch a pass from LeBron. my hands aren't big enough. They play with smaller balls, ain't it?
They do. It's
Yeah.
small because they have smaller hands.
Yeah.
It's a whole different
Yeah.
set. A
Yeah.
set of physical
Well, then don't
attributes
expect the
that's
same
different.
pay if you can't do the same job.
That's like the whole trans sports.
That is
I think one
hilarious.
thing that people don't really talk about is WNBA. A lot of their profit is subsidized from the NBA.
The NBA.
So how can we pay you as much as an NBA player when your league
can't-
don't even bring
Yeah,
in?
you can't even
You
bring in
can't
money.
even be on
Yep.
league.
Right.
Yeah, that's
it would be even more in the red if we paying y'all as much as an NBA player.
It wouldn't last at all.
Right. So, like I said,
Every team would eventually fold.
I mean, they're not even on primetime TV
Should-
until the finals.
I know. You know what I know about WNBA? Cheryl Swoops. That's the only thing I know about the. I can't even name you one team name. I probably only know about her from commercials 20 years ago.
I can give you like 3.
Sports Illustrated for kids. That's how I know her.
We got Chicago Sky.
Never heard of it.
One of them, the Aces, the LA Aces, something like that. Mercury, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I mean it's
New
not.
York Liberty. I don't know. I'm not having this. I like sports, but
We
whatever.
should all watch it and then laugh together and
It's about laugh.
bring their numbers up.
What do you think about the whole trans sport argument?
Man, I am all about weird shit. But you can't put a chick that was a dude, 2 weeks ago, into women's sports. You
Dude,
just can't do it.
No, it's
And I'm for it. I'll laugh at it, but I feel bad for the women he's competing against.
I
The
feel-
real
I-
women.
yeah.
so what specific sports you talking about?
Any?
you,
What sports are
You
women
know,
better
you-
than men?
So it was an MMA fight.
Yeah, absolutely not.
No, wait, but listen, but y'all got to see the full context of the situation.
Wow.
All right.
So, yes, there was a man who transitioned to a woman,
Uh-huh.
but if you see how she looked when she was a man and what she became
A female.
when she became a
Like
female.
makeup can change anybody.
So, but here's the thing: she didn't just change physically. She ain't just change her makeup. So the whole body structure, all that. She was taking those.
Yeah, that's your
Yeah.
So now she was the same size as the MMA fighter woman that she went against. Was not running as fast. Was not lifting as much. Damn near lost the MMA fight. Almost got knocked out. Still won, but when a lot of people think trans woman in the ring, they think this buff. They think
Well, there was another case where a dude transitioned,
Right.
and he just beat the shit out of
that was-
everybody.
that's true. So that's why I be saying like every situation may not be the same, but if you talking about
Hey, it's not cut and dry.
yeah,
Hold on.
situations like hers though, I feel like
But then that makes it unfair for the dude that's beating the shit. You know what I mean? Like you can't say all because of this guy.
Right. No. So everything.
Because my first reaction was just like his though.
They got
Until I seen the full context of the situation.
No, because I'm a girl dude. A woman could probably kick my ass right now. A straight
yeah,
technical
yeah.
ability.
Someone trained.
Yes.
Yeah.
With pure training, you're just not going to beat a man strength for strength. It's not going to happen. I don't care how long you've been transitioning. Once you pass that point of puberty and has grown into a full grown man, there's only so much the transition could change. I'm not a doctor.
You got bone density,
you
got muscle structure.
I'm not a doctor. Don't quote me on all this shit. This is just how I see it.
Yeah.
And so, like you said, the bone density, men are different from women. We know that as an unequivocal fact. Like, I don't think no one nowhere could argue that. Right?
People that will.
People do. Yeah.
People that will.
Yeah, they don't listen to. They shouldn't be listened to.
For the most part, people can argue that shit. So, when we look at any sport across the board where they have a men's league and a women's league, we can focus just on, let's say, sprinting, right? The fastest woman in the world would have placed like 30th for the fastest male high school student. We talking about high school.
Yeah.
There's high school students running faster than the world's fastest woman. You know what I'm saying? And in a sport where milliseconds count, just those few little steps, that stuff count. Now y'all test testosterone in women to see if they're trying to gain that male advantage. So why wouldn't y'all think someone who has grown within their body and then
20,
somehow
30 years.
now you stop, it don't regress.
No.
It does not take testosterone out your body and introduces estrogen. Again, I'm not a doctor. I don't know for sure.
Situation's different.
Everything's different. But for the vast majority, my thing is, to me this is my end all argument of it, right? For the vast majority, we only see men transition to women and try to do sports.
That's a fact.
And be successful. You rarely see a woman transition to a man and compete in men's sports and do well, let alone even do it.
Those dudes just hate women and just want to punish them every chance they get.
If it was for the reason just to be good at sports, you was a trash ass athlete and you seeing a way to win. Again, now if you did it because you felt comfortable in your own body, I'm down for that. Do what you need to do to live your best life. If you're a man, you feel like you more comfortable with a woman, do that shit. I am all for it. Woman feel like you're more comfortable with man, do that shit. I don't give a fuck. It does not change how I live. It ain't gonna change how I go to sleep. It ain't gonna change how I wake up. And it gonna change what the fuck I do tomorrow. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Realistically, they should have if there's enough of them, give them their own league.
Yes, but it's not.
I know, but with contact sports or combat sports, it should be up to the opponent.
So with the MMA situation, the trans woman had only been training for like maybe a year.
Right.
So I think, and like I said, at first, because at first glance, I'm thinking shouldn't have been in the ring. Mm-hmm. Second glance, I'm like, okay, how she used to look before transitioning versus how she looks now. I'm like, okay, maybe. Then when you hear about how long that she's been, so you still have even though you've been taking those blockers, you still have that. I feel like you still have that.
Like I said, it's not to regress.
Because I'm saying, so the stuff can't change bone. Like you said, it doesn't change bone density of muscle strength.
Fast twitch muscle fiber.
Yeah, all that shit.
But I was only, like I said, I was considering because she almost lost.
Again, a well-trained person will beat anybody anything.
You put somebody a year training on anything, you're not going to be a professional at anything.
That's what I was saying. Like, you still beat this woman, and you only had a year of training.
Exactly.
So
how much of that is 100% serious? It wasn't like a training camp. You know, training camp, the little 6 months they do before a fight, every day is training to be better. You had a year of bullshit. Right. You know what I'm saying? 2-3 times a week. I'm
going to take vacation this week and go a few more times.
You know what I'm saying? So, like...
But I will say... I will say this. If the fighter... If the fighter ain't complaining, I can't complain.
That's...
Because the fighter,
unless they're being pressured by the people behind them.
I was just gonna say, now stuff like that, especially the combat sports, they start off in the nitty gritty. You have to do what you can to get known, to get to the Dana Whites and the Bellator. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what you got to do. So if you have to take this chance and fight this person's transition, and you can beat them, you're going to get the notoriety. So you taking that chance. So you keep turning it down.
Yeah, then you go.
right? Then
You're not gonna
now
get
the
where you're
next
trying to
person
go.
who's probably not as good as you is gonna do it and might win. You know what I'm saying? So I don't necessarily put it on that, especially when it
Or
at
just
that
the notoriety.
beginning
You know,
level. Yeah.
you're a chick fighting someone who was a dude.
Right,
You're gonna,
right.
that's gonna make the news no matter what.
Right.
So people might
but
take it for that.
I still have to like if you feel like you don't want to fight that person, then say that shit. That's
Yeah.
that's my only.
Yeah.
There's you have to consider other pressures. I will say that you don't want to be looked at as transphobic or some shit, but at the same time, if you don't
What
want
the
to,
fuck makes you transphobic?
but that's what's gonna come
Well,
up.
it's a
I'm not
buzzword.
saying that they look. I'm saying that's what's gonna come up. If you I don't want to fight that person because they transition from man to woman. That I guarantee you that that notion that you transphobic because you don't want.
No, that's the first thing people are gonna say.
Right.
That's how it's
I
controlled.
hate when they go, oh, you wouldn't have sex with a transgender person. You transphobic. No, I just don't like dick to attached to my dick.
Post-op if she's good looking. Put a few drinks in me. We'll see where it goes.
Hey, legit. Post-op. If I didn't know,
I've seen some handsome trans women. There was a dude. I want to say.
It was a trans. This trans. And I'm gonna catch so many jokes for this, but I didn't know. I was like, she fine as hell.
Yeah.
I'm
Was
with
a
you,
dude.
man.
I don't mean.
But here's the-
I ain't
well,
gonna do shit
well,
'cause
used to
we
be-
all did walk past. Like,
Yeah.
Hold on, wait.
Dude, my favorite place in
Wait, wait, wait.
Chicago is Kit Kat Supper Club. Which
is that?
It is a drag bar. I don't know, man. It's a blast. Those people in there are my favorite people. It is so fun every time. We used to go there and pick up chicks because it's in Boys Town.
Yeah.
And there was always bachelorette parties on the weekend, and they thought they were in a safe space to be in Boys Town.
Predators.
So we went in there. Yeah, but no, it is so fun.
A wolf in
I'm
sheep
taking
clothing.
chicks there, but like, dude, it's a blast.
Kit
Yeah.
Kat
We need to take a
Supper Club.
comedian field trip there.
Let's go.
I've been trying to go there
I'll
with
go.
people forever.
I go.
Yeah, it's awesome. Right there at Halstead. It's actually right Halstead and Broadway, right north of Laugh Factory.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
Fuck
Yeah.
it. We don't get picked next week. Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. I'm absolutely down.
Anything else?
Nothing.
All right, we can round it down towards the end. I always ask these. I got two questions. I've been doing the taco versus wings thing. Right?
Yeah.
Taco versus wings for life.
Tacos all day long.
So if you get it for life for free.
Oh,
you want
yeah.
tacos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Today I'm feeling taco.
Yeah, I'm
Wings
feeling
are like, they're too
I think I'm
labor
consistent.
intensive. If I wanted like to work for my food, I'd become a hunter. Like there's just so much effort in wings, and it's messy. I'm too lazy for wings. They're good. They're delicious.
You get
good hot sauce on them. Woo. Some spicy garlic. I get it, but man, I am not putting that work in.
You believe in any conspiracies? Are you a flat earther?
No, man, I
Believe in aliens?
don't know shit, and I will humor any idea that I see.
Yeah, me too. Like
Conspiracies are fun, man.
I love conspiracy.
They are a blast.
I love the flat earth conspiracy because it's so many people on board.
Yeah.
And like they do present like some decent arguments. And I go, like I finish and I be like, fuck I care for it.
Yeah, exactly. Like Bigfoot is just interdimensional. That's why we never see him. He just comes around and goes to another dimension when he gets
Yeah,
spotted.
apparently time travel is another dimension.
Yeah.
Right? We in the 3-dimensional plane. Time travel is that 4th dimension. We just can't reach it.
Yeah, we haven't figured it out yet.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I think all of that's probably real. It's just a matter of time before. Actually, we're probably in a simulation. This is probably just a video game.
Neil deGrasse Tyson said that shit.
Yep.
Like,
I think
probably
Elon Musk
simulation.
did too.
Yeah. That'd be wild. We're in the fucking Matrix.
We probably are.
I don't
How
feel
would
like-
we? We wouldn't know.
Yeah, no, I don't feel like an NPC though.
Yeah, it feels real to me, man. Yeah, I definitely am.
All right, Billy, you want to tell the people where they can find you?
I hate Billy D on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook with my name. That's
Yeah,
come
make
to the
sure-
market. Come to
Yeah, for real.
Riddles.
Hey, shout out Market Club, man. Shout out Jeff Webb.
Market. Yeah, Jeff
He
Webb.
gave me my first booking.
That's
Like, I love Jeff.
that D's and Miller. You've never been to D's, have
I
you?
haven't.
You gotta come out on a Wednesday.
On Wednesday?
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a club, like clubhouse club. It's
Huh.
it's a good spot. So anyone in Northwest Indiana, come to the market. I'll be there tonight, which this ain't gonna air before I'm there. So
Shit, it might. We do this quick.
really, fuck, come out to the market tonight.
What you think, Curtis? Out tonight?
Yeah, most likely.
Man, my kid with me.
Yeah. You got a good kid.
The last time I was up there, I had to make him wait in the parking lot. Hey, I gotta do 5. Go ride your bike in the parking lot. Go hang out with the comics.
We're a community. We watching. Like, go ahead, man. Do your time.
Yep.
All right, make sure y'all follow me on all social media platforms. Simply Just Will. Make sure y'all following us. Third Post Media. Post like your heartbeat, not posts plus. Post like your heartbeat. Make sure y'all follow Created by Curtis. You got some new t-shirts dropping.
No, hoodies.
Hoodie season coming up. Make sure y'all get your
There
hoodies. Anything else? Did I miss anything? We all good? You good?
All good.
You good? All right, y'all, we out.